produce bagana. Machines now, but you know, all the machines now, into all we now. Into a month for Bioha or Kwabucha, we need the main aim of the Kwabucha. You know, say, more for US or Europe, into me or former call America. Or could do our need any main reason why they call America.
Yenche Ken ne Obinim arrest.
Same kind of fair, this may support Ken whatever he's doing. And I always wish him well, saying Yakupon Wano, no in check. Now I'm on Fonty, and I'm on for Yassi. Yet she Obinim and Rano. You bring your sorry for money beer or my good police station hall. I could see ye Obinim film. Such a for now, so you bobo beer and Momu some jobs. O ma so no mo bu mu
come be good asane o wadani ojo be good asane
Aka TV, the internet the bro, subscribe for more.
For precious viewers, this is another day the good Lord has made for you and I, and we are glad to receive it. And then so Yankopon ede ache ye dwumedi a your friend Ghana Kanko ye de eba then they did dwumedi no Efi Stadium Hotel ton na ebro bebi a wo hwe bia ye hwe ye man Ghana kan a ye pese ekọ na mienu ye tumi tinamu na mu eye de. And then so Yankopon ede ache ye Mosomfo Brent Robert Martina se a me de dwumedi eba akodwonko so chinchim kamere na che ye brother ya na Louis Fosu and I say Sir Louis. The last time you didn't twetwe nkomo efa Ghana and China situation ekoso na yenwie na mhye mo boss e sane nkomo esitie na very educative nti ye besa atoa so eja ya boni puma abo or the neso acheye sa list obema ne mre kakra na oni atwetwe nkomo afa oman Ghana and China and other world no kwanya awose yeso yesu from ho and Nyagopon dey chain. Let us give our brother a warmly welcome brother Louis.
Thank you very much.
I hope everything is okay.
It's perfect by God's grace, everything is well. Yeah.
And then so when you see English interchange, it means we want to mix. We want other colleagues who do not understand our local dialect to also understand what we are discussing about, because it's about Ghana and it's about all of us. Louis, the last time we were talking about the lifestyle of China as compared to Ghana.
Yes.
So many people have raised a lot of concerns about your teachings and then your educational words you give to us. Let's use about 2 minutes to get pre-informed what we were talking about the last time.
We were talking about faith, religion, and coronavirus, how coronavirus was spread. I was in China then, and the way they tackled coronavirus is different from the way people tackle in Africa. It's quite different. And I will encourage our dear brothers and sisters that we need to stay home because coronavirus is real. And also it's killing many people. We are lucky that not many people are dying in Africa, but it doesn't give us the opportunity to go outside without keeping the measures. And I also thank the president for the good way he's tackling the coronavirus issues. He's doing very well.
He's doing very well. Nina say, Yarena, you who say, Enya Rene, Binimu, Yishaya, Bandia Gua Quamono, Yatuna Saramono, your brother is only do if you couldn't free her by and I China no, na Yareno, our ho, in Tienshe, and Yama Bandia Gua Quamu. Louis, let us also look at the carry measures of this so-called coronavirus, because Ghana here we are still working on it. The government and then the health workers are doing their possible best to calm everything down, but we still get increase of those who are affected. We still get increase. Are we fighting the coronavirus in Ghana as compared to China?
First of all, I think the government is doing well, and the individuals must also portray discipline. In China, when the coronavirus started, the government issued a command that we should stay home. there was no single soul going outside. And before you step outside, on your doorsteps, the security will have to check your temperature, everything else, and we must know where you are going. If you are going to supermarket, you have to go there exactly and come back home. You have no right to go to different places altogether. And also the face mask that we are using here in Ghana is quite a little bit. It's good that we patronize in our local staffs. It's good, but the way we are using it is going to spread the. Because let's take like the local face mask that we are producing. The taxi drivers put the face mask in the taxi, and when they see policemen come in, they put back their face, and when they go far, they remove it without even washing it. And this virus spread through people talking. So somebody may be in the same car with you who have already get the infection of coronavirus, and that virus can get infection on your face mask. So if you remove the face mask and you put it back again, it means directly you are inhaling the virus inside you. So it is going to spread a lot. I want us to patronize in our local goods, but how we are using it is different, and it's going to kill us more.
Louis, talking about the face mask, don't you think is because of the cost? Because looking at what you are talking about over there in China, were they buying them themselves, or is the government who provided for them? Because for here in Ghana, we are buying them, and it's very costly. Because I think one is 2 cedis, 3 cedis that way. So if the person doesn't have enough money, how can the person purchase more? So at least the person can use one for let's say a month, 2 or 3, and you are saying it is not good. Let's compare our cost of living as to where you came from.
Okay, let me call it that. I didn't say it is not good. I said it's best, but how we are using it is different from how it's supposed to be. Yes, because if we are going to a local made face mask, that is the best, because at least we need to show the Western that Africans, we are capable of doing our own stuff. But the way we are using it is the problem. If I have a face mask and later I can just after I use it, I can wash it, iron it, and sanitize it.
The same face mask.
The face mask, that is the best to use. But people can use like 3 days, 4 days without washing it, because thinking it's not even dirty. And the virus spread through talking. So if you're a taxi driver and you have a passenger who's already infected with the coronavirus, and you just get it in your mouth and remove it and dump it somewhere, and the next day take the same face mask without washing it, put it back into your face, that's the problem is. That's where the problem is, because that directly you are inhaling the virus.
What you have already contacted.
That is it.
Let's just say, dear Papa, you Louis, you might between the San Fra, Yashas into between the San Fra. The best can say, so we should quite a Ghana to compare China na omo nose mask no omo use ni ye, but Ghana hanom no ye misuse no any de see younger say ye de eno chese at least abrofo so yeso ye tumi bibi younger say ye Ghana made dey use no mum ozu se nka we use a obi on ma obehu police a na aheda ya lo no de akata ne hwen otra police na oyi e de ato no mo afi so nka we use anka yensa enwo so yensi ye siwi ani asan to so na san e de ahye na nka me kwa me de won say ya Ghana hanom ade obeka de so niske de ba kopo be use sa ba broche de ebi kwa na ba ne provide but se nya ne sa mu no person che na de wo mu no say ba kokwa na o de wo a make sure say amena bring na no besi na just say Louis yemfa kakra so wo yenua no mu twi mu no afi so de yembra ekwan a aban no ode kun yare no yenim say se na wo kan measures de gu ho no mo. But sometimes no ye measures no we also need enforcement. Ye Ghana enforcement in hono no difference when because Ghana ban be kan de na ye bu eni egu so but hono so ban kan de be bu eni egu so sa na
o compare arbitrary to Ghana, the my different of it and say even crowns say leaders no and my law say yen follow yen diso arbitrary say government ka say e bia say na ba yen mo e ho ban individuals no crowd boa and my mom for be diso say obehwe street me ya pra street mu mfuturo ana ade bia na kwan so nti wokra wokɔ no enya de sɛ ode bibi beto ho entisa ɛna abrochen sɛ government ka sɛ say na abantu bia na dem a bibi be hyɛ dem boba Ghana ha na me wo Ghana ha ɛna ban ka sɛ yɛn hyɛ dem ɛna start to provide aduane ama yɛn nuamu bi oma omu ni be
the vulnerable ones.
yes but eba yɛ no ekoye nsim bebrebe aduane no wonni bi ɛna ban sɛ ɔboa ɛna ɔma obi wo Ghana ha ya krono so bebrebe na wo kro ni mu but mo a munye bi no kra na obitim be gina social media na otwa video say the krono kra ba na mako na mo nka ho enchitam ni so a sadi na say abrochire eba ya na obi ani wa ye to aduane man so onko jinkodi obi ani o even face mask kan wasem obi atone de obi atone de even Ghana kra no comparing to Ghana to China no ene oba na say a friend say consolation Ghana government emma be bia obeda but China one Abraham hotel am for high hotel e bia at least bia a day crab bia be $200 $250 one abi twa day for that 2 weeks now better no abanom provide ske bia amount for your hotel be oba Ghana ha abani ma be bia obeda so at least yen show temperature no be bia emmoa and compare krana abano is doing far better than they na ekoso abuchi no
abra o African
abra o African enti ekufo the government ne dey I don't want to do politics but I think say the way our more tackle coronavirus no the individuals say kasi diso dia kebe boy pa enti self discipline.
Okay. Then it means looking at what you are saying, it means over here in Africa and Ghana to be specifically, we are much rely on the government, everything government. But where it is not like that, is that what you want to tell us?
Yes, in Africa, maybe is about government have to do everything else for us. But abrochino, so they make sure say, Oko China, na madam for no, na ti fi bakum, na and net beer this month and not this week. Me who say beer me ton pure water, ebe boa, na jiska.
No, I think so you go this one in English because I ask in English.
Okay, let's comparing this to different country, and specifically like China. If you compare the lifestyle of Africans or Ghanaians to say to Chinese people in China, if you all live in the same neighborhood, one community, and we are friends, and maybe this month I have this dream that I want to establish a factory about maybe let's say pure water factory. All my friends will come together, then we contribute, we give money to you that okay, start this your business, and we all try to patronize. We'll pay the money, we come there, at least we patronize, we bring our friends to grow your business. But in Ghana, we all have to rely on government. Everything that we want to do, we have to go into the government. But in abroad, individuals help than we go into the government. It's different.
Don't you think it is these so-called political campaign messages they give to us that has led us into this? Because sometimes when they come, they promise to do everything for even buying panties, underwear for us, and they end up giving us nothing. So because of that, we are also much rely on them. Because if you come and promise that you give me something, at least I'll give hope to it.
I think everywhere we go, every politician give the same promises. It's not only government, it's not only Ghana. Everywhere you go, every politician give the same promises. Let's go to America. How Trump promised America to make America great again. Let's go to his promises. Have he ever fulfilled all the promises he made? Is American relying on Trump to grow? That's our problem. There's politics, there's business, there's our lifestyle. It's three different things altogether. I always blame most of the institutions here in Ghana. Let's take like K University or Legon. K University is School of Technology. If you go abroad like China, many of their resources are from their institutions. they produce many of the gadgets, the electronics gadgets that they produce. Let's take one thing that K University have been able to produce that is at least me and you, we are benefiting. So why do we have to put all our burdens to the government? Where are our institutions? Where are our professors? What are they doing to support? What are they doing to educate our people? We need development. Let's take a course like software engineering.
That's your field.
That's my field. Software engineering, they are developers. Are we developing our own softwares? You go to parliament and we have to purchase routers. Our database is being controlled in different countries like China. So where our information, where our secret? We cannot do our own routers. All our field, what we need to do is most of it is like we know how to talk, but how to develop our own thing is different. It's time K University, Legon have to prove to Ghanaians that they are capable of doing something
For the country.
for the country, not relying on the government. Somebody will go to K University to study at Greek and come back home want to work in the bank. Is banking financing your field? No. You cannot grow, let's say, like you cannot sow something like cassava and reap plantain. Is that possible?
No,
not possible. So our institution, we need to upgrade. So the problem is not from the government. The problem is our institution. Look at the number of people.
But the government controls the institution.
The government is not a professor. Doesn't teach in the institution.
But he has to oversee.
Let's say something like software engineering course or maybe computer science courses. The government doesn't have any field. They have no idea about how the program is being taught over there. And he cannot instruct any professor that teach this and teach that. It's a syllable. And institutions have their own rules. It's different from how the government control them.
But the government must look at the outcome. That you said you are going to study agric.
Yes.
So I have to know that after studying the agric, this is what the country also gets from you. So the government must look at all these things.
It's something else. Let's say something like you study agric, and your uncle is a minister of finance, or your uncle is an MP. Good, or even your uncle work at bank or maybe whatever it is. After your study, you go to your uncle. Uncle, I've completed university. I want to work. Without looking at your field, since you're a graduate, your uncle will find a way
To push you to where it will be suitable, or where he has links.
So if that person is my father or my mother, whatever you have to do, you have to push me somewhere. So through this, who you know is not helping Africa.
Over there in China, who you know is there, whom you know rather.
Those things is there everywhere, but it's limited. If I study computer science, I'll find a link at my uncle who works in the same field. So who you know can lead me to my field where I study, not in different directions. My uncle will lead me to computer science institution or computer science industry to get me a job there. But my uncle won't take me to agri sector or take me to bank and finance. That is why we have CV, your recommendation, your resume. It talks about who you are, what you study, and the field that we must employ you. But in Ghana, do we look at that? So the main problem is how we tackle. I have my uncle, I have my mother, I have my sister, and you work at the bank, you can link me after school. We should focus on what we study in school to work there.
We should focus on what we study in school. You go so the Jumedi na Brahman. I heard the all kana. The tough abomu na say. And nyoma omo abrochi for omo ye no ho no. No de to ye Ghana e de ho a. Esin to bebre wom. Ebi na ye hwe kwan ya fa so esua ade obi ko university na o ko sua ade se oba be agrek ana se o ko sua agrek obeba no de ko akoye bank adwuma sa no mani na no ko no man tisa ade usua ye no ene na oba de be bobra ampa so afezu so whom you know ya ye kan Ghana hanom e koso pa o se ho de ho ba honom de tien se ade usua na o ko akopra ho links ba ha de obekọ na because of say nipa no aha na o specializing ti no de why then ahye honom you Louis yensambra ye kasa no se na be ya ye nuam no so bi be den e be ti asiye pa sisi an yempese ye hwe the culture aspect o de tutu Ghana ho a minim say religion there yentumi nyimfi your life mo religion is part of everywhere ba wo hwe kwan a yen yesum na the last time ne ye kan yenwie kwan a ye fa so som no and the control of our men of God in Ghana no meaning so man bia one dey yentumi ka say China 40 or say yeso yes habi but yen hwe the effect the better economy no yen hwe ho no
and there where Ghana had there people are lazy among for lazy because of religion ninu ya ba kon to kwan akotna America akotna UK akotna Europe akotna China we expect say ninu ya ne mum emfa bibia amra ne de obayen se do no pa sika onu ya be fra bucha bre no no was the kwasore dem akoto collection ne maame na ese ko diska na hwe ne maame na ne maame yare no osade ne maame na ko asore dem ho asore fie ho no ne maame na ne ya iti ne ya nti maame na ye mre okwa na kofe so funu hu ne tan no asa boni beyi de fanse maame ne yare no ntimi ko adwuma nti otifie otomoko ananya ado bi ne bidie bi no ahye no nanim se no oton but okogina sa TV ne so ne e boni beyi wi a obafie a sa moko no ne nya ado na oton no ye ntobiem sa asem na e kan ye no e betena busuan nim because se obi kwekọ ware busuan nim a ye say abefo busuan ma me we na sofu we say we before e boy ndi beyi o TV so no wonkai so me kai enti no matter amamfo mbe frɛ kira banyina no sa asem na e kan ne be do bia so
stigmatize him
opa adwuma kra fa se bia wo na wo busuan nim na Yakopon aboa wo ena Yakopon hira wo na wonye adwuma ye ena Yakopon hira wa so abusafo dem fie mo nye beye nko ane ma menye beye ne bo no de wuye and no matter whatever you do no amamfo benye bi asema kan because of whatever happened the minister of na say sa asem bi si kra na yen fa nhye kokom yin hu de wi a because who asem kan Yakopon ka bi mawo yentimi nka ne fie ntina ye de ba soro dem ho no enti hu bibia find a way obetimi afre ebusuafo kakra no baaye no no solution to that dan se ba ko gina TV so aka chiro say we maame we nua we ebeye emwa Ghana and as say fancy adwuma ko pa adwuma kra ye sisi Ghana sisi ya o ko pa adwuma ye no o da sorry face Yakopon mwa o ne nya adwuma ye abra sofo na ono ti aso dem no onye willing to even employ you
oni so na adwuma no
when the German you or employ you but empire now born now for civil go around no come am for no how do people know so Pejuma say na
say German free sky eba
that is how they want it to be say German free sky mra no nya binye because all course free from Monday Tuesday Wednesday Thursday Friday Saturday and then Sunday no I call the Biakobo empire no am for civil nante no and penifo say so ton yare a into one ton e be don nya no duro
otifa ko so a
otiwa so enti we compare now China me call is here no from Monday to Monday shops are open every day you only weekend ho and I mean who say obi asori so ko China akobompai yin na bompire but to timing maybe am here adwuma start adwuma 8 o'clock so me could do adwuma 8:35 7:35 my late 7:35 my late I also me could draw adwuma na me so me computer every person be bia okay aso check be bia so okay 5 minutes before 8 o'clock before 5 minutes no na curtains ni na bi nti mo be sala na bibia no e ho twem nti e bo 8
so why is seated
and hono ukọ a ye de o friend say o fingerprint ene bi do no e ma owuram and now face na bibie nti u bie na log you in o fingerprint clock here na log you in e say o break 2 o'clock na e say o free office okra 11:55 why late friend say you know otamaso obumraso enti ada say ebo 12 king and 12:1 and sana wetima sorry for computer no and o kwa so sa ko log out ne ebo ebi a 2 now say ba asa be log in ne pon a so log out enti say wo adwuma yo uni adwuma yo wo time ne de is all the year adwuma ba ba gana ha say fan say me office na so bi anywhere oh and then me office kwa busy now opie ko be besu na chi the pa betra o sa
train officer
officer so buy ya no fa na WhatsApp phone call obe WhatsApp ya
ladies
tamo pe no
o pa dey free omo ho no mo wasa
tamo no pe no obe base a friend say obe ye o kaso na ne bofu so wuntimi apie ko
so in field on a school question ho
ninga say opa adwuma wa amre ni wo fa ye adwuma ho ne ma me ye adwuma ho enze ne no asem bakra na ekokakra na ne ma be cover no ko fa be cover no
we okra na obi na one no kra da ya ansa na bi kra opa adwuma na ma no
ento wo de wa amre se ba na ka do civil nam ene ka ko ha na yamfa ko ha na wamfa ko ha na yamfa na ba kwa fawa mhweni ye but enam so open oh before so be school cry oh wa friend uncle and am dem my uncle be more SSB bank na before we school na no on your service cry no ya fa no street no you
I mean say most of them so mo school question dey because of the job available ebia and fee akaden so oyiro ho a adwuma ye mo ba be hwe so enti ebi kwa na ono ne talent na nka nye ho na bia nka wo but job availability is not the American ko esua side ni sa yen hwe ho so
say any bad you know obi wo ko school cry now on so we school a so ko ya great cry now obejmo bank ko ne papa e bank manager endi no matter on the ko school no onsua de cry ngasa ade be chino na UK ade be chino na US on graduate ye buy na no ye adwuma no nya kano dem that field na as a government institutions na ho no government so hwe na yen focus on what we study. Do you qualify? Yen koye adwuma o China no say on qualifier unya adwuma de benye ye tu obi fu say ko China koye adwuma we fitani ye tu obi fu say ko China koye adwuma we driver ye tu obi fu say ko China koye adwuma e bia wo no ye mason omo ho den chao China for mo ho den chao say adwuma de bi ni China amanfo mo ko China say me ko ye friends me ko ye fita me ko ye computer me ko ye mason me ko ye mpaboa look at the mpaboa China for produce bagana machines now me ye no all the machines na ye enti wo mu hiaw enti amanfo bi o ho a o kwa buchira wo need the main aim of the kwa buchira no say me more for US or Europe enti me obe farmer call America okodu ha oni any main reason why they call America hono afro be do no ko bo amanfo no mo ebi num wi ebi ba shawo bi no
sibo ni krom
ho enti be wi no na brone se okay fa me hia obiem ya bo a na ono asa be di do Ghana sai na abofo kra no omo bo Ghana fo se Ghana fo mra adwuma be na akoye na buchi ho nche ye bo
abia oni e so tro wo ba na obituo oh can't now
coin no positive no omunya hwefiri so oh yemfa semintu seminfa me den example coronavirus aba China obi entimi nkomba benhwe me channel work permit card me channel work permit back Ghana almost be 3 months new but my channel work permit card was issued last 3 days mo twɛn sɛ mɛba bɛyɛ adwuma but Ghana fo no bi wɔ China yɛde mo bɛfie
I also don't want expect to ho
sɛ wo ba bɛyɛ adwuma enti wo kɔ no woni nkrata wobɛti kurom hɔ osori a amanfo free other countries ba Ghana o ma beto no mo na odi mo china obu na o diska enti country ni benefit bibia mfiri so be wie yesi black man we akokuni nua we we ko we say e bi bo ahyawo
when we ko dey we religion wa yemfa we mu ansa religion ya na no ye ka se papa kene Japan ehun say religion e be afa religion so e misleading for into scamming and as for into obekon atia sa anoma no into oni odi shy say papa bediko bi so e ma no kodai na odi ko we papa Obinim so enu ye akoba say yache Obinim. I don't know, is it because of sa Japan issue no na sa anoma no e betun dia totomo hono mo yenhwe ken ne Obinim arrest
say my kind of first day say me support Ken whatever he's doing. And I always wish him well. Say Yakupon Mwano, no in che. Now I'm for tea, and I'm for yasi. Ye chi Obinim and Rano. You bring ya sorry for money beer or my good police station ho. I could see ye Obinim film. Sorry for now, so ye bobo beer and momusum jobs. Oma so no mo bu mu
come obi good asan e wadani ni oji obi good wasani
say okofo be good atwo for 5 years na adebechi yes good no akọ ehun sense bebrebe ama good no kwa fake good enti yakopon ni pa ultimi job be good keep for 5 years and say no hu say ade no cry fake no say ni pa ko kana say ya because amam for attack so for Ghana ngene sa dear o deserve so ko prison no e so ko dem man be dini bia no e say dino ye ni asofofo nim ye ni president and ye ni say we minister na we MP okokoto a na nche say ye rokotum ana police be chewa say rokotum enti okwa ensema ababa na amafo kan bebe no when a good time man say uncle Gina court no prove to himself say I didn't call you know e be entisa and be clear those things no am be say oh Obinim clean those things na man for kind no e ntro enti be me hu say a good ayi man no Obinim na ankasa
ya che no good man
e mo no ankasa because say ono
ba say bi ana kodu ode abon no ni anu yi papa bia
and am kisi say so woni anu yi re dia no be ko wi abode ne de ni kotum dia ana wo de ko wi be de enfa kotum
o sikeni o popular
sikeni ne jere sikafo mo be wi ase be wu
oza ansi obofo Yankupo angel otumi tukosoro
eno tu fa wi mkoi
se ndo mko ko de bi eno oba adwene yesi wa se yesi we na say ne we ba o ya cancel police be chi we dey we see who ya go to hospital police say wo we kura ya be twa o ene say say no to na mo mo ko ya adwe ko be bo mo adwe mu ko na like go fada na tidwane
but say we ne crab akra bia say am for the swing as say senka wo na onya police case na the ko Obinim ho a o be catch so be bomb pa ya ama court no craft forget about case no but the two on no mumu no on be order or two until maybe we are mental slaved and no me bia na ebe two no don't always think about the negative, think about the positive side of it. Say bia obusuam ehia obusuanim now a boy walk to school say ehia na obusuam no wo no fa the negative and the positive. Say at least me na me so no I overcome that challenges no but we should think say oh we busum do bi anye ye obi anye ntimi musum nye ya unye da
entirely no one can say what the kind adome of mind
and those things na we am for trim say oh me na de ono buy kro anye hwe ntimi so me nya hwe no
busum de yenwo
ware ya no na ekuta ye no it's a sign of a blessing and a curse. Ade bia do be show trim bia no it goes and fight against you. say papa wow ebonia it against you nti yenya isa no mano na ehye trim say oh ye de ye papa ngo ye maame ye busum ye ngo be ma ye ngo ba na ehye trim no
complacency you are basically on your
fan ho but ehye trim say Ghana ye wo sisi ye no say previous government no buy na buy from buy no o man timi develop ye man no but ye na ye fetch na ye ba no de e be make so discipline ye adwuma ye man be koso because your resources here was you know compared to America and China we are far better than them our resources and a main culture na ke boy ho ban no ya to atwene say dey na metie asem our internet now share a friend say the law a guide Bible I say yeno e kire no ana Africa fo na yesua no omo di ade bi hye yetrim say say culture no emwaye enti yensua this culture enti utie mpanyimfo na omo frɛ a friend say broni abrofo no mo ho no omo frɛ mu abrofo omo bi nto omo frɛ mu abrofo che say abrofo omo momo buya breyesu
omo ye na no hu omo suban dada
omo nim say ye from omo ya abrofo nte from abrofo no that's the meaning of abrofo because ye mean culture na ye wo no boy say fan say bragro crime fan to bragro unya 18 years na ye ngo bra hardly say won be mama koda say ade da ho no say nyawo de a hardly to ba ko fa uko bi afum na ne body si wa unkutwa okona na bi dem na onka se fade a untimi nkofa but now no that any religion na wo sisi here no yankopon ati bibia ahwaman enti wo ye bone kwara ko se bone fachi yankopon de bechew enti omo educate the youth no ye youth na ye that time no omo educate ye ma ye gidi say so kofi kra na kosu na kofi na ebia bibisi ewo ona wa me kra echo osimkubu sem teacher ni
obi akrebe ojide on teacher musin obi a
ne ma me kan challenge na friend teacher ne ban e ka so there teacher class in this see ento ma omo church missionaries no teachings no missionary shops like we call people say Roman you call a friend say your mission house no enti omo fire kwa ne mouth of fame biscuit and we see I say enti tama ina nanum wuye no ne believe say sa di wuye say ye enti omo hu ne say ade e be ye mo anchima enti ko fo ndo me ya brofo enti abrofo
tie na omo de maye na omo hu say mboa
emoye enti abrofo ne be ya
say mboa no why did you allow them to teach us something that will not help
and because say woko efie na ona na ka so macho no
wuji onu mo di say omo should have stopped them how say we to na Obinim uba di agro ne pa ko say o say uba you talk to your son and you can stop that person as well say on money obey the agro
okay the man in see say on say edume be Ghana ha no yeah compulsory education we call not in crana na free education so do back to school no kusunya answer a how that place na nasa missionaries no and on call school nimra no kuta different mentality and now here we spend much time in school than the time I spend is ofie nti akwano nyiri free kindergarten na on school na no high school no na the chair secondary school no ne a friend na edrenitrim nti be do me do ma be kan wontie in the institutions no that was the first na is religious and moral studies a Bible and those things now are compulsory in school you can't syllabus no
and your school be or debia or they worship
sabe penalty nti enya mame fono na ampre another person ko yenchiro mano those things no but e ade na wo institution dada awomuti be nyum frame
now your friend say Louis see the men I always want to look at the solution to problems at the end they can enya baby and now no yakase education say ya na be manipa atini ma bi ase you are doing good say we educate you pa but why am person hwe say ade ne ba ye na di ye nya wie ye no what are we doing about it ye man say Africa and I say nyi hu bibi
and na ye papa kan Japan egusu a wo ye wi
but you be so be so take in Japan say no
say no ne Africans ye own problems no when him say ade wi a munye ye de ye pa but in favor me de enye oh I don't know bent we used to see no eboa se bibia nkoso but in favor no anye ono na ye wo no die anye ono na ye wo no die inferior de oh it is for say mamefo ebia ya wo mamefo bia be 3 na we awo na ono na we ba kwa brochire no ada tu na kana ne man kwa brochire no omso no mo de we ba na ma droso
say ombra kwa na mbo mu nyina
what you say entitem bia no yempe ye ho ye
okay that is exactly the cause I'm fighting
unua bia kwa brochire a ho say ye bu so me de yensi efie ina obi aha dan entime first camera na bia yen fancy fie na nka busuafo nyenye bebe ntina no na oda kwhye busoni ba konsa no omra no sky de man no o diska no
sare de na be a sifie na wa tina mu bi nkokora bom omre wa bom na oda se ni diska na we ma
ko ka obeka che o se o no muade wo for permit se me na wo otukwan akwa ba obedi matem na wo no wa hwe ya wonye ye bi no wasa dome waka ho
ni was wa cause harm to the
we diska na we
cause harm kase pa
ko ka baka se won se muade o fa na se muade ena enkoso mren na no o ma me baka se ni jamani nka ho for we de jamani nka no na me ma dwem nya se ka be sifia ma ebusuan na me jai nti ekire ma no mo ba se ko be film from sa fi na yenti be nsi be sa record no na still na there we ebusuan ni
nti akra no busumi 4 years be score be boa no de kwakọ ha dan and say scan should have done something because the last time madam for so up dan e dey akunya 2 years 120 million 2 years so and says any people ban over 2 dan ofia kasa 120 million we tun dey aye be their benefiting in life as more can manage on pa
really true ye kono abuchire ohwe awa e wa abuchire abetina sa wo wem na ho enwam mo Canada and America sunu ebe to China sunu ebe to ho obefa bus bia be 3 ansana ko drojumem obi ho 2 car na sunu a chine car no na pake obe tina se ebe pimpia sunu ni nyina gu baabi ansa ko nyem be kwa pake ne car no akofa bus akọ adwumem na ono oto no slave or bob was can be obedi bia even cry $10 obedi $1 out of bia cookies bi awe na wa save scan nyina se o me ye japade bi ofie da chi bi kwa me kwa anya be di metiato na ebuso afoso nyedai anya be di omutiato abe bob was can na no awie na ni panem mafie no na chipito edan yo dien yo basa e diska no obi cry to me sifie no da mo be so be hwe soma no ne di pana ko ye duro se ni pana ko adwen free fe na o sie ne so
sipan
enti ye no ye wo duro a ye de se nipa but ye ni duro a ye de nipa yi ye nyina aba na fofo na otukun akwa aba na wo so oh madam family ni ko school ni me nyina ye nhia mo hye baabi mato aduane mato nsa wa sponsor so okay fine obi ani nje no no bi tinchen na adwen shintrim pa na de ka wu
eno ko obi ko afa echi 2 poison
ama wu kwa because ono hu say ade na do yin yakọ school na o de otumetu kwa akwa aba kakra won sem
ni was time na obaye no ebi kura wa meto se duan na mene ndi anka de nka comedy ba wudi a obey okay
uwa obey okay o ma sa be gina e friends e ina sa su nebi se kwa champagne o buy kwa semsa buy at sports hotel and now to ton sama manfo nom to de ma manfo nom be se ni panso ba no one sa mana
sia na manfo no se ni o mo so ndi nkomo so na fo be ka se o buy so o de twen ho frem o
be ka se o buy company pa Nipa where you see. Now go carry them feel on him born. Obo who say be on who so chen bia. O friend crowd few. Kono chen crowd since say. Say the pana so someone has a chance on some menwa. The harm he or she will cause to you, no.
Louis, let's turn this into English so that people will understand us, because this topic we are discussing is very nice and very educative. Looking at how we are living our life over here, as we are talking about the spiritual background or the spiritual culture, are we experiencing the same thing over there in abroad?
It's too funny. How many times do whites complain to people that they are under a spell from their fellow family members or friends? They wake up in the morning, if they go to church, they pray straight to their work and come back home, pray and sleep. They're okay.
They don't have time for thinking about the enviness, the pulling him down and all stuff.
You go to China, Guangzhou. If we talk about this a phone market, let's say for maybe the whole KJTR to, let's say, tech, it's a phone market. I'm selling a phone here, selling the same phone here, phone here, phone here, phone here, on the same street. But at the end of the day, everybody will get whatever he or she is expecting, without even thinking of whatever the person is selling over there. We are all selling the same iPhone.
Over here in Ghana, somebody will take his brother into a jujuma and say, I'm selling with my brother, spoil my brother's work and let mine grow.
That's why I said in Africa we know how to destroy people, but we don't know how to make people prosperous. We only think about the negative aspect of life. Whatever you do, either you get negative reaction more than the positive side of it. So every noble man have more haters than loved ones. How can Japan is fighting now? He's not fighting for his selfish. He's fighting for the people who are being duped by other people.
True religion.
True religion. But the same people that you are fighting for them, either they will criticize you,
they will think of your downfall.
Your downfall. That is how it is. Can you compare, like, look at a pastor that you can stand on your own TV station, criticize the whole government. Meanwhile, you are using stolen cars without even paying your taxes.
The government is not doing well, and these are the money the government needs to better the country.
And you are using all the luxurious cars, without paying any custom duties, because you feel like you're superior. And moreover, you are a man of God. You are a man of God that people look forward to your lifestyle. So if you are the leader of this church and you are not even paying custom duties, how do you expect me as a member to pay the same duty? Or if there's an issue that comes up like this, your members are not paying duties or paying taxes, can you stand on your pulpit and condemn them?
So you feel you offended
already. So we the leaders have to set a good example. Let's say in abroad like China, the government officials are slaves. Why slaves? There are some cars, even if you are working in the government in China, you can't drive.
Wow.
You can't drive.
Why?
And because the government will check your assets before
you be
appointed. And those assets, you are limited to those assets. You are not making money for yourself to enrich yourself. You are working for the people.
I can't TV, the internet, bro. Subscribe for more.